Good morning, children. How are you? I think you are studying and coming along with me, isn't it, children? So the other day I explained to you the lesson that is Era of Gandhi and National Movement. Okay, Era of Gandhi and National Movement. In that lesson, I had explained to you about the early life and growth of Gandhiji and Gandhiji in India, and then meanings of Satyagraha, Ahimsa, and also the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. So this all I explained to you the other day. What is Gandhian era? When the period of Gandhian era? That is between the period 1920 to 1947. It is called as the Gandhian era. Okay. So as you all know, as I explained to you, Gandhiji, he played a very important role, vital role. People widely recognize his figure of Indian national movement for his role. Okay, for his role, he fought for the freedom. Okay, the thought of Gandhiji and the philosophical base of his struggle, okay, defined the Indian independence movement during this period. And also I explained to you about the early life of Gandhiji, where he finished his education. Okay, his basic education he done in Porbandar. Then later on he went to England in 1888 for his education, law education. Okay, and that's what I told you. Then Satyagraha. Okay, he was Satyagraha and Ahimsa. Okay, that all I explained to you the other day. Now it is about the Khilafat movement. What is that? It is the Khilafat movement. Okay, what is Khilafat movement? When the Congress passed, that is the Sultan of Turkey. Okay, the Sultan of Turkey were also the religious leaders. The Sultan of Turkey were also the religious leaders of Turkey, and they were called as caliphs. What they were called? They were called as the caliphs. Okay. So now during the First World War, what happened? The British arrested the caliphs. Okay. And this war violently protested by the Muslims of the world. This was the reason why they wanted to protest. That's because during the First World War, the Muslims, the British arrested the caliphs. Okay. Next it is in India. In India, Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali, two brothers. Okay, they started the Khilafat movement in support of the Turkey. That is in 1919. This Muhammad Ali and Shaukat Ali. Okay, they protested, supported of Turkey in 1919. So Gandhiji believed that the British would withdraw. He thought that the British would withdraw if the Hindus and Muslims fight unity, if they are together. In the beginning itself I told you, Muslims and this one, that is unity of Hindus and Muslims. As he told, that is the Hindus and the Muslims are the two eyes of Mother India. Okay, that was according to Gandhiji. And now here also Gandhiji believed that the British would withdraw if the Hindus and the Muslims fight together. If they are in unity, if they are united, they can do away the Britishers. Okay, this was the movement wherein both Hindus and Muslims participated in nationwide protests. Okay, nationwide protest, that is the Hindus and the Muslims, they participated. Understood? This was a movement. Okay, this was the movement, that is the freedom movement, the national movement. Okay, later on I told you Satyagraha, Ahimsa, then Jallianwala, next comes the Khilafat movement. Then after that it is the non-cooperation movement. Okay, the Congress passed, what happened? Non-cooperation movement. The Congress passed a resolution to hold non-cooperation movement. Okay, held in Calcutta on September 4th, 1920. Okay, its aim, what was the main aim of it? Its aim was in educating the people about the British for their brutal killing, also preventing Jallianwala incident in future. I told you what happened in Jallianwala Bagh. That is the military general of Amritsar, General Dyer. He put fire. That is he fire, and he killed around 380 protesters, and moreover more than thousands were injured. Okay, when they were one day Hartal called by Gandhiji, people were assembled in the Jallianwala Bagh peacefully. During that time, what happened? The day, that is on the day of Baisakhi festival. Okay, on that festival, that is this military general Amritsar, he fired. What happened? He fired and killed about more than 380 people. That was the incident. So that one doesn't want to happen in future. That's only non-cooperation movement. Its aim was to give education. Okay, to educate the people about the British, how they are brutally killing the people, and the incident, that is Jallianwala incident, that should not happen in future. Understood? They wanted reforms in the political system which would lead to complete Swarajya. Okay, next it is, what are the main aims? Main programs. What are the programs? For each and everything, they have to set up a program. What is the program? Is boycotting schools, colleges and courts. Okay, you are boycotted the schools, colleges and courts, and boycotting election or to regional legislative bodies held according of 1919 Act. And thirdly, returning all the honors, which all the honors they are given, like that is returning all honors and medals given by the Britishers. That's what they want to boycott. They want to stop the Britishers' rule, and so they returned all the honors that the Britishers had given to the Indians. Okay, and next it is nominated members to the local bodies resigning from their membership. Those who are the members there, they also began to resign their post. Then moreover, boycotting all the government functions. Next, boycotting all foreign goods. These are all were the things that were done against the Britishers. Apart from this, the non-cooperation movement aimed in encouraging the activity of handloom and the production of khadi. Okay, now it also wanted to open national schools. It also wanted to open national schools, achieving unity among Muslims and Hindus, eradicating untouchability and uplifting the women by empowering them. So these are all the activities which undertook during the non-cooperation movement. Okay, they wanted to achieve Hindu-Muslim unity and also to open national schools, and also they wanted to uplift the women's empowerment, like women can participate in the politics. Okay, that all was undertaken by them. Next it is the major developments that took place during the non-cooperation movement. Major developments. What are the major developments? That is many senior lawyers like Deshbandhu, Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad left their legal practices. They all left their legal practices, and students boycotted schools and colleges. Then Congress boycotted the election for regional bodies which were under 1919 Act. Okay. Next, many national institutions like Kasi Vidyapita, Gujarati Vidyapita, Bihar Vidyapita and Jamia Millia Islamic Rashtriya Vidyalaya were established. They established all these education. National institutions were established during the non-cooperation movement. Next, Rabindranath Tagore, he returned this, that is knighthood. What is knighthood? that is the title. That is the title given to a man. What is kingship means? That is the title given to a man by a British king or queen. Okay, British's king or queen. Okay, in this knighthood, a person can put sir instead of Mr. Okay, so that much of power he is having. Okay, that Rabindranath returned it to the Britishers. Okay, now common people and women donated liberally. Common people and that is women, they donated liberally to the Congress shops selling. Foreign goods were boycotted and foreign clothes were burned. All this you would have seen in the movies, isn't it? Gandhi movie you would have seen. So by that you will have an idea what was the incident that took place. Okay, during of Wales in 1921 was opposed. So these are all the main developments that took during the non-cooperation movement. First I told you about the main programs of the non-cooperation movement, and next it is the main developments during the non-cooperation movement and what was the impact of the non-cooperation movement. The freedom movement became people's movement. Okay, it became the people's movement. The Hindu-Muslims unity was temporarily achieved. Okay, temporarily it was achieved. Then the national freedom movement went beyond the boundaries of cities and entered villages also. Okay, entered the villages also. Then the attempt to remove untouchability and entry of women into public space were notable achievement of this movement. Okay, so these are all the things. That is, the spaces were notable achievements of the women. Women were allowed to enter into the public places. This was the major achievement that took place during the non-cooperation movement. Understood, children? By now you have understood what all that. Next I am going to start with the Chauri Chaura incident. Okay, that is on February 5th, 1922. A big group of around 3,000 farmers assembled in front of the police station. Why they assembled means they had assembled therefore to protest against a police officer who had beaten the Congress workers, okay, when they were protesting in front of an arak shop. Okay, these 3,000 farmers, they gathered near the police station and they began to protest against the police officer as because he has beaten a congressman who was there started. Okay, so the police started shooting from inside the station. Okay, from inside the station itself, the police, they began to fire. They began to shoot from inside itself. So the people, they got enraged because of this. People torched the fire station, police station. As a result, all the 22 policemen were burned, okay, to death. So, and such incident, violent incident were repeated in other places also. Not only in one places, it was again and again started in many of the places. Okay, they were doing the harassment towards the policemen. Okay, all the violent things. So now Gandhi realized that this is due to lack of preparation. Okay, now Gandhiji thought that because of lack of preparation and morality among the people to hold non-violent protest, hence he withdrew the non-cooperation movement in February 12, 1922. Understood? Because of these illegal things, the killing of many of the policemen. So Gandhiji got upset. Okay, so now he was not happy with the violent things that were taking place. Okay, so the British holding. So now the British, they thought that everything is because of Gandhiji. Because of Gandhiji was responsible for this event. Okay, and so what they did, they arrested him on March 10, 1922. 1922, March 10, Gandhiji was arrested and imprisoned him for 6 years. How many years? 6 6 years he was imprisoned. Okay. After that, he was released after 2 years later on the ground of ill health because of not feeling well, because of the health condition. He came out of the jail. He was released 2 years later on the ground of ill health. The decision of Gandhi led to the political vacuum. So this is about the Chowra Chowri incident, okay, where the 3,000 farmers assembled near the police station. They were against the police officer who had been beaten the congressmen, okay, who were the Congress worker when they were protesting in front of the Arak shop, okay, and the policemen from inside itself, they began to fire the people, and this enraged the people, and slowly what happened, they also touched the fire, and near about 22 policemen were burnt to death, okay, and so this man was saddened Mahatma Gandhi because the people were taking violent measures, violent movement was taking. As I told you, Gandhiji is meant for peace, okay, so that is why they regarded this incident taken place because of the responsibility of Gandhiji, and they arrested him, okay. That was the Chowra Chowri incident. Next it is the Swarajya Party. Swarajya Party, okay, what is Swarajya Party? It was a political party formed in India during January 1923. Swarajya Party. The withdrawal of non-cooperation movement disheartened many congressmen. Many congressmen were not happy with the decision of Gandhiji because Gandhiji withdrew the non-cooperation movement. Okay, so now Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das advocated the withdrawal of boycott of Legislative Assembly and re-entered the system again. Okay, now the party name is taken from the term Swarajya, means what? It is means self-rule, which was broadly applied to the movement to gain independence from the British rule. Completely they wanted independence from the British rule. Okay, so that is why this they argued would further strengthen. That is, in Swaraj Party was found in 1923 by Motilal Nehru and C.R. Das. Okay, in the same year they also obtained permission to participate in the election when the Congress Nation Convention was held in Delhi under the chairmanship of Abdul Kalam Azad. Understood? So during the elections they were held in November 1923. Swaraj Party won only about 42 seats of 101 seats available. Okay, next about it is about the reasons for the beginning of the civil disobedience movement. Okay, after that you have the Dandi March. Dandi March, that is in 1930. In 1930, the working committee of the Congress met at Sabarmati, okay, ashram, and passed a resolution to hold civil disobedience movement. Okay, so under the leadership of Gandhiji. Gandhiji was the leader of this movement, that is Dandi March. Okay, that is Gandhi wrote a letter to the Viceroy demanding 11 points. Okay, he wrote a letter to the Viceroy demanding 11 points. In case the government does not accept, he told a condition. In case if the government does not accept this demand, the people would reject the paying tax and also start civil disobedience movement. Okay, when Gandhiji wrote a letter to the Viceroy demanding that there is 12 points he has left, 11 points he has left, you owe the Britishers. If they will not accept this, so what will happen? They will not pay the tax, and moreover the civil disobedience movement they are going to start. Okay, so now as the Viceroy rejected, what happened? The Viceroy rejected the letter, declared on March 12, 1930 that he would walk with followers from Dandi, because the Britishers, they rejected, the Viceroy rejected the letter of Gandhiji, And that's why what happened on March 12, 1930, Gandhiji followed up to Dundee, the coastal area of Gujarat. He covered about 375 kilometers on foot and reached Dundee. Okay, he broke the law by holding a fistful means a handful of salt. Okay, without paying the tax which the British has levied on salt. Okay, charaka, as you know, the Gandhiji's charaka, that is the spinning wheel, became more famous during this march. Okay, thousands of people participated in the satyagraha. Okay, next after that you have many leaders like Vijayalakshmi Pandit, Kamala Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, Rajendra Gopalacharya, Babu Rajendra Prasad, and many other leaders. What happened? Many other leaders who had participated with Gandhi in Dundee March. These are all the people who went along with Gandhiji. Okay, were arrested. They were arrested for this reason, for going for a Dundee March. Okay, slowly the movement spread to other parts of the country as well. Okay, next it is about the first round table conference, second round table conference, okay, and also the third round table conference. Okay, so first round table conference, a meeting of Indian legislative representative was held at London in 1930. Okay, next the government alone cannot take measures and ignore the Indians. The government alone cannot take the decisions. Okay, and for the first time representatives was given to untouchable community. First time it was given to the untouchable community at the conference. Okay, the leaders like Gandhi and many other Congress leaders were released from the prison. Okay, many leaders were left out from the prison. Since the Indian National Congress did not participate in the first round table conference, it remained incomplete. As because many of the people, the Congress people, did not participate in the first round table conference, so it was incomplete. In order to make this, what happened? A pact between Viceroy Irwin and Gandhiji was signed. Generally, it is known as the Irwin-Gandhi Pact. Okay, it was known as Irwin-Gandhi Pact. As a result, the Congress stopped the civil disobedience movement and agreed to participate in the second round table conference. Okay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Muhammad Ali Jinnah participated in the conference. This is about the first round table conference. For the first time, the untouchables was given, that is the representative was given to the untouchables in the community conference. Okay, and so I told you that is generally called as Gandhi-Irwin Pact. A treaty was signed between Viceroy Irwin and Gandhi. Okay, so in this, during this, many of the Indian National Congress Congress did not participate in the round table conference, and that it was incomplete, and that's why the second round table started there. Okay, second round table started. So in the second round table conference, what happened? Ambedkar pressed for a separate electoral constituents for untouchables. He wanted to have a separate electoral constituents for the untouchables. This was opposed by Gandhi. Gandhi did not like this. Okay, Gandhiji and this Ambedkar differed on the issue of separate electoral for untouchables. Gandhi was against treating the untouchables as a separate from the Hindu community. He wanted everybody to be together. Okay, so this issue was resolved through the Poona Pact in 1932. That is, as a result of Poona Pact also entered. Okay, so that is about the second round table conference was deemed a failure. It was also deemed a failure because of the many disagreement among the participants. Those who all were participated in the conference, they were not happy with the decision what was taken in the conference. So that's why the second round table was also a incomplete one. That one was also a failure. So because of that, the third round table conference was started. Only 46 delegates attended. Only 46 delegates attended, since most of the main political figures, here also most of the main political figures of India were not present. Okay, the Indian boycotted, that is the Indian National Congress as well as Labour Party in Britain. Okay, next it is the Congress walked out of the cabinet opposing the decision. Gandhiji declared personal satyagraha against the decision of the Viceroy. This Stratford Cripps was sent to India to mediate. Okay, this is as a result of this round table conference the British brought in. What is the British brought in? That is, as a result of this conference, the British government issued a white paper. Okay, third round table conference. During the time, as a result of this conference, the British government issued a white paper. On the basis of the paper, a new constituent of India came into being, which was approved by both of the houses, that is of the parliament, both the houses of the parliament. Okay, and so that's why due to the various political developments of Europe, the World War II had started, and the Viceroys unmilitarily declared India war against Germany. This all happened during the third round table conference. After this, you have the Quit India movement. Okay, Quit India movement, then the tribal revolt, workers revolt, and you have Subhash Chandra Bose, B.R. Ambedkar, Nehru. Okay, all the freedom fighters, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, then the partition of India. So now by this time you understood about the early life of Gandhiji, Satyagraha, Ahimsa, then non-cooperation movement, Khilafat movement, then about the Chaura Chauri incident, about the Swarajya party, then it is about the first, second and third round table conference. Okay children, you just understand the lesson. I have already sent the notes, I think so. Is it? I have sent the notes, you read the notes and complete the notes and send the notes to me. I think you will write the notes. So tomorrow I will continue with the same lesson. Understood children? Thank you.